Hello everyone, and welcome to GameSpot's Now Playing. I'm Tom McShea, alongside Justin.
How's it going?
We're going to play Shovel Knight, which is a really cool, here's the buzzwords, it's an indie, retro style, it's like a really cool Mega Man type game.
So they had a Kickstarter a while back,
Yes.
which I backed because I'm a big fan of WayForward. They've done some of my favorite games, like Shantae, which is a whole lot of fun, a really cool
Is this
platformer.
Our Yacht Club, are they related?
Oh, not
to...
Yacht Club game, I'm sorry. So some of the guys who left WayForward started Yacht Club games.
Oh,
I should be
I didn't
clear on
realize
that.
that. I love WayForward did Batman Brave and the Bold, which was really good, Encounter 4. They've done some really good 2D games through the years. So yeah, now they're working on their own project.
Yeah, the pedigree that they have behind this is outstanding.
Yes.
And the art style is what really sold it for me. Like, I just saw this game and like, I will totally back this. It's a dude with a shovel, but it's not quite 8-bit, but it's also not quite 16-bit.
Like 10-bit.
Yeah, it's like the meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
And I love the soundtrack. Like, this is a very Nintendo-y soundtrack.
It's very
I would
Nintendo-y.
buy this.
So I've been playing...
You're going to be writing the review. People are going to be able to read this tomorrow, right?
At 10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
This is Carolyn's Wii, so this is her save, and there's my save, where I have everything, but you're not going to do that one.
Unlike other games, this is a Wii U and 3DS game, and not on other platforms like
PC.
And PC. But it's not on PlayStation. It's not on Xbox.
I think the developers have said they're going to take it to other places, so I would expect before the year's over to see it on PS4 and Xbone.
But it's a timed Wii U exclusive.
I don't think we'll see a Vita version because they don't seem too supportive of that, and I don't think we'll see a PS3 version because that's impossible to code. But I think we'll see it on the two next-gen systems. That's my guess.
We're completely ignoring the story. How is the story in this game?
It's kind of a non-entity. I don't know. It's not like Super Time Force where it's
Are they kissing? Is this
super,
kissing?
This is real sexy time right here.
Or is that the head?
Oh, was that
Was
the
he
head?
burying? Is he burying her?
He's burying his sadness.
Went into a life of solitude, digging.
Well, that's what he does. That's
what you do.
He's burying his sadness.
These are bad guys.
These are all the bad guys, which are basically like Dr. Wily and his robot masters.
The Order of No Quarter. That's a pretty cool name.
I know. I know.
Wish I had a cool, like, bad guy group name. The Order of No Quarter.
What do you call you and your bad guy friends?
The Dudes.
The Dudes? That's pretty scary. That sounds like a Mad Max or something.
The Buddies.
the buddies.
Justice in... is everything a pun in this?
Yes.
Justice in spades.
So there's like shovelry. As you can see, you can shovel.
So when I first saw this game, I actually thought it would be a little bit more like DuckTales. Like that you'd be able to bounce on your shovel. But you can bounce on enemies, but it's not quite DuckTales. Like you're not just bouncing across the stage.
No, yeah, you can only bounce on enemies and objects. So, yeah, but it's DuckTales is one of many games that's reminiscent of. The action actually reminded me most of Mega Man.
Why is that?
To explain, isn't it? So I mean, it doesn't have the P-Buster, so it is melee as opposed to shooting. But it's like the way the level design is structured and the way the enemies react, it just kind of feels like Mega Man. Also, the controls feel like Mega Man.
Like a melee Mega Man.
Yeah, it's like a melee, because it's not as like stiff as Castlevania, so it doesn't really feel like that. But yeah, man, it is hard to because it is Mega Man, but it's like, how do I describe how it is Mega Man?
Well, Mega Man games are also insanely difficult. WayForward was known for doing some really tough games. Now, of course, this is Yacht Club's first outing, but how does this rank, in terms of difficulty compared to a Mega Man?
It's compared to Mega Man, it's easy. Compared to other games, it's like a whatever difficulty. Like it's not too easy. It's not like Yoshi's Island or something where you're just sleepwalking through. But it also like there's no point in the game where I was like, man, how am I gonna pass this? Like I would usually die a couple times at every boss and maybe once or twice in levels and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not as hard as I would like because I really actually love hard games. But yeah, it's a good difficulty. I think people will like it. There is a new game plus. So that is harder.
Yeah, I mean, as a Kickstarter backer, I've been following the development, and some of the things that were promised to people were things like a swap gender. Like after you finish the game, or maybe it'll come as DLC, I guess, that you'll be able to play as the Shield Knight, who is the female character that you're going to save, and you would be saving the Shovel Knight instead. I'm not sure if gameplay would change though. And instead of fighting the Enchantress, you'd be fighting the Enchanter. So.
Yeah, you were telling me about that earlier, and I was like, I don't know, because you thought I was in the game.
Well, this was right around that time, like, you know, when this came out, it was right around that time that someone had made like a swap gender Zelda game and maybe a swap gender Mario. Like, just a coder had made that for his daughter. Because his daughter was like, oh yeah, I wanted to play this game as a dude. Why can't I play Link from Princess Zelda's point of view? And so he just made it. And they were like, to get ahead of that, you know, we're going to do that for you in this game. But they're also going to be adding in playable boss characters.
Yeah, like 3 of the, 8 bosses are going to be playable, which is pretty cool.
And which they've said is going to be changing the gameplay entirely, but I believe that's going to be coming as free DLC later down the line.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be tough for me. How am I going to cover this for review? I might just have to write like edit my review and write a long editorial about it or something. I don't know. I feel bad because I want to like factor that stuff in, but I can't.
Someone in the chat says, why do you disappear when you take damage? So he has obviously never played a Mega Man game. Because those are your invincibility frames.
Yes, you have, however many, 5 frames of invincibility or something.
Do you ever have to use that to get through obstacles?
No, you actually unlock very early in the game an invincibility magic, basically. Because this game, like, it's not really like Mega Man because you don't get the items from bosses, and it's not like Castlevania because you can carry multiple ones at the same time. So somewhere in between those 2 styles.
So what do you get when you beat a stage? Is this a sequential order, or do you get to choose which?
It's like Mario 3 order. The map looks like Mario 3, so like you sometimes have the choice between A and B, but it's more linear than like Mega Man where you can choose between anything.
So are you more powerful by the end of the game, or are you just basically the same? So what changes?
You get more life. You get more. You get up to 100. Magic powers, and then you unlock either 8 or 10 different magics or gear things. So yeah, you're definitely more powerful, and you get 3 different things for your shovel that make them different, and you get different armors. There's a lot. You're not even listening anymore.
Does it change the way your character looks when you get different armors?
Yes, because it'd be lame if it didn't.
Do you ever get a different? Are you always the Shovel Knight? Do you get it like a bandsaw?
You always are a Shovel Knight, and you can upgrade your shovel, but you are always the Shovel Knight. You're the Shovel Knight. What do you mean? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You know, get a bigger spade.
Oh, look at you using synonyms.
Get a, a caterpillar, a digging device that's more high tech. Like that could be a power up. You know, like you just get in the cockpit and you drive around, you just like shovel forward, pushing the buttons.
This is why you're not a game developer anymore.
That's why they fired me from the game developings. So someone on the chat asks, does this game unearth any cool weapons items? I think we talked about that a bit, but what kind of magic items? You were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, there's, the first thing you'll see me buy is invincible. Shoot, I am dumb. I almost got knocked in the face. This game has the old school knockback stuff.
Yeah, so you have a life meter, but I was watching you play earlier, and there are some instant death moments.
Yeah, I think if you hit spikes, it's instant death, which is also Mega Man style. I'm pretty sure that's it. A bottomless pit, obviously. Obviously. Who knows what goes on in those things? Yeah, as soon as I pass this stage, I think I get to go to a Zelda 2 style town, and you can see me buy the first couple items that I'm going to buy.
I see Bob Jones 1980 mentioned a jackhammer. Jackhammer would be a totally awesome power-up.
Man, you guys are changing everything. That's sequel material. You're talking about sequels.
DLC.
No. I would rather have a sequel. I'd really love a sequel to this game. On the Vita or the 3DS. I'm fine with either portable system.
So this is for me, this is something I'm really looking forward to playing on 3DS.
Yes.
And of course, you had to play it for review, so you're playing it on every console. But if you had the choice, yeah, all 3 of the consoles.
Yes, everyone.
But what would you have, having played
3DS.
all 3?
3DS XL.
How come?
I like my 2D. I love 2D platformers, and I like the most on portables, where I play most of the time.
We have 2 devs in chat.
Oh, awesome.
We do? We have 2 devs in chat?
Aaron Wyans.
YCG. Master of the Gigamaster?
This
Oh, there we go. Oh, so yeah, the Gigamaster, one of the developers, says, "Hey, I work at Yacht Club Games, and I made Shovel Knight. If you have any questions, you guys can shoot him something in the chat." And he says that they love the Vita, much like Tom. Tom also loves the Vita.
Wait, is there a chance? Because I was here, I didn't see a quote, but I heard people saying that it might not come to the Vita. Is there a chance it's gonna come to the Vita?
Hey, Gigamaster, if you can comment on that, is that something that you guys are talking about right now? Just let us know.
That would be good to know, because I really like the Vita because, you know, I like the screen more than 3DS basically, so when I have the choice, I play that.
Skrillback says, you compare the game a lot to Mega Man, but is there anything else you'd compare it to? Call a spade, if you will.
Oh my god. Well, you're about to see the Mario 3 map, and then you're going to see a Zelda 2 town, Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link. There's like, I think I got Turkey.
You said Adventures of Link a lot, but I don't know if I see that as much.
I said the town. The town is straight. This is Dark Souls right here, by the way.
Because there's a fire?
Because there's a fire!
And
it's safety.
I don't know if that makes it
I'm giving this Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is the best.
Because it has a bonfire.
And then like there's when you eat the turkey, that's clearly Castlevania, because Castlevania has a, you know, it's their thing, it's the digital turkey food stuff.
Catch her.
We'll see. I actually don't know what happens if I don't catch her.
Don't catch her, don't catch her.
I can't not catch her. I can't. I don't even know what would happen. I don't want to know. I'm gonna wake up, put out the fire, which would give me a feat. This game has feats, which is the same as trophies and...
Do you get anything for unlocking all of the feats?
I haven't unlocked all the feats. I mean, here's the feats.
Whoa. So what's the most ridiculous feat in this game? Is there one of those like beat the game in 4 minutes?
How did I not sample all the kings? That's like potions you get.
Of course.
I did not actually finish the game on New Game Plus. I played through half of the game on New Game Plus.
Oh, one of those finish the game without taking damage. That's Mega Man-ish.
Or without spending any money would be really tough. Every checkpoint, you can destroy the checkpoints, which gives you money and makes you a badass, but you know, makes it a little tougher. Purchase all available upgrades.
You didn't destroy 5 enemies in 5 seconds without using a Chaos Sphere.
Yeah, I only used Chaos Spheres against bosses, really. And I don't really know what the Alchemy Coin does. I didn't use it too much. But yeah, I like achievements and trophies, so I like having this. Impress Mona with your skills. How do I not do that? I want to do that.
Yeah, you only got 42%. But I mean, you have also played on multiple consoles.
What were you saying? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. Yeah. But
oh, you're right. This is totally.
This is Zelda 2.
This is Zelda 2.
Yeah.
But much sexier looking. This build looks better.
Yeah.
Why is there like a deer-headed person? Is that a mask, or is she...
You see what he said?
Some knights may look down on your choice of weapon, but between us, I dig it.
You see the...
No, I get
There's
it.
a joke there.
Yeah.
Here is the bard.
Hail, traveler, I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. Oh, so those are the things you're collecting.
Yeah.
My entire repertoire. Music, return it to me, blah, blah, blah. 2 music sheets, magnificent, take 500 gold. So it is the only thing you get is gold?
Yes.
Black Knight. Floaty words. You can perform music, so...
Yeah, and then I can talk to
so
him.
So it's like sound debug mode.
And I want him to play... I already have 5 of them?
Wow. Out of 46.
Yeah, I collected something like 38 in my main playthrough.
One of the other interesting things I think about this is...
Here's where the upgrade goes.
Gotition.
You can buy a meal ticket for 1,000 bones. Yes, I will buy that.
What are meal tickets?
And then you go to this dude who's very happy and you give him a meal ticket.
Hand it to me, you get a recipe.
And then he will make you food because he is a master
chef.
Cuisinart. He gives you the food and I have more health. Not too shabby. And I'm gonna go down here. I don't know these fancy people to talk to. This looks just like Zelda 2, I love it. And there's this guy who's gonna sell me stuff.
Blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look?
He's got a fishing rod.
What do you go fishing in the game too?
Of course.
Of course.
And he's also got Chaos Sphere. This is that thing I said I only use against bosses. But I really only use it against bosses.
But you have 30, so you have that
I don't have
at the
30. Darn it. It costs 6 magic to use.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize this costs 6 magic. That's okay. And this guy is also gonna sell me one of these
cups.
Oh, I I can't actually do that, but I can do this. Everybody can just watch and see me get the secret.
Someone says the gastronomer. Oh no, is there a snooty gastropub somewhere around here?
What is a gastropub?
That's one of like a high-end bar eatery. It's very San Francisco.
I want to go to
You're
a
from here.
gastropub. I'm not from here. How dare you? I'm from Chicago.
You've
where
been
we
living
eat-
here. They have
I've only been
gastropubs.
living here for 7.5 years.
Oh wow, we've been living here about the same time.
January
That's
07? When did you move here?
As 07 or 08, maybe like April? No, yeah. I moved here April, May 08, 07 as well.
Wow.
Funny story.
Yeah, that's a really good story.
Cool,
That's a
cool
really
story,
good
bro.
story.
And just a reminder, if you're watching this, we do also have the devs in the chat, so if you're on Twitch, you can go ahead, shoot some questions over to them, and they might be able to answer.
Did they ever answer my question about the Vita?
Let's see, Gigamaster says, you can use the touchscreen to quick select items.
Yeah, you can. I got used to playing this on the gamepad off screen because I like to play off screen. So then I got in the habit of hitting select to get it. But yeah, I have everything on my controller that I can just tap if I want.
And Miiverse. Have you done anything with the Miiverse
Yeah, the
functionality?
Miiverse integration is like leaving messages.
So like Dark Souls. Can you tell people?
Everything is Dark Souls. Everything. Name a game. Nope, not actually.
Mega
Dark
Man.
Souls. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Look at that stupid frog.
It's a frog. So one of the other things that I thought was kind of interesting is the way that multiplayer works in the game, because it's not a traditional multiplayer game where you're going to have on screen you fight against one another or there's no co-op. But have you gotten to play around with the multiplayer at all?
You're talking about the
Street, I guess it's
the
Street
street
Pass
passing
functionality.
stuff, where it's like you're collecting
Like asynchronous.
asynchronous item, not item collecting. What's it called? Jewel collecting, kind of. I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Are you going to be able to do that?
Oh yeah.
So the way that it works, from what I understood, is that you kind of lay out a path where you go to collect jewels in the game, and then when you street pass with somebody else, they'll run into your ghost, and you're not sure what they're going to do, and you try to survive and collect as many jewels as you can.
Yeah.
While they're
which is
doing
a
their
pretty-
random
which is
craziness.
a pretty cool thing. I mean, there's been some really great, because like, did you play Zelda's street passing stuff?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Because that was a really smart one in which I just destroyed everybody. Which was really fun because it was all about like you equip your Link.
Oh yeah, it was fun because we were able to power up so quickly, and so that everyone else who ran into you afterward, who's just picking up the game for the first time, runs into this ridiculously overpowered character who they can't beat.
Yeah, I had the game before it came out also. So that's one of the reasons I was able to power up so quickly.
Southern Static Shock says the sequel for this game should be called Spoon Samurai.
I'd play it.
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the price for the game? The Steam page does not currently have one. Do you know how much this costs?
I don't want to say.
I don't know how much it costs because I kickstarted it, and I know I'm already getting a code.
And I got a code. I mean, I think if it was 10 or 15, it would be fair. I don't know which one it is. I mean, it's probably 10 or 15. It's not going to be like a weird price, right?
Why would 15? 15 I heard from
It is
Benito in the
15.
background.
Okay, so 15, which is totally what it should cost.
Which is an awesome price. I like it when games like this are $15,
As opposed to what?
as opposed to $35.
Oh, well, why would it be 35?
There are other 3DS games which maybe should be cheaper, but which are $35.
Okay.
No need to name names.
No need to name names.
More messages below. I don't know how to use Twitch. There we go. I'm good at the computers.
Do you think the developers?
Oh, yeah, then the
are-
Gigamaster said $15.
Do you think the developers are judging me poorly? It's
I
scary
am.
to play.
Oh, I love when it goes black and white like this. I like that kind of using the backgrounds in simple ways, but in a very artistic kind of cool. Does it do a lot of this kind of thing?
I think only like one level does it, because
This is still really early in the game. We just started from the beginning.
I don't think if other levels do this. I mean, it has. Gimmick is a dirty word, but it's not supposed to be a dirty word. But different levels have different gimmicks. I mean, it's similar to Mega Man in that way that it's like, Airman stage has air type enemies. So there's that type of stuff in this game.
Scrollback says, I only read reviews on videogames.com, which is an excellent site for video game reviews.
I know, that's the best site for video game reviews. I would recommend going to videogames.com for all your video game review needs. Oh god, there's a skeleton waiting for me. There's always a skeleton waiting for you.
And now he's headless.
Yeah. Man, we haven't fought the ferrets yet. The ferrets are my favorite enemy. I think they're in the next level.
Do you have a favorite stage yet? Is there any stage where you're like, this is not giving away necessarily what it is about, but a stage that you felt like really stood out? Oh wow, you're showing all the secrets.
I am showing all the secrets, aren't I?
Yeah,
But whatever, I'm good. I'm super good.
Well, now people know where to get that musical sheet.
I know, they know not to die. Oh, good, I'm not dying. You see that?
Yeah, you actually have not died a lot more than I would have expected.
Ah, man.
Because I was on a live stream the other day with Peter Brown, one of our other editors, and we died a lot.
What game was it?
It was some retro game. UN Squadron?
Oh, Unsquadron. Yeah, that game's
Unsquadron.
harder. That game is super hard.
Yeah.
Plus, I've been playing the heck out of this game.
You have played this game a lot.
Yes. Started the PC version today, so I've actually freshly played these levels.
And each of the bosses kind of have their own
Gimmick,
style.
which is not a negative thing, even though it has a negative connotation. But yeah.
You have a favorite boss? We do know who all of the bosses are.
Do we? Do you?
Well, I do. I think I know all the bosses. It's all in their Kickstarter thing. They revealed the bosses. Because people were able to vote on which boss they wanted to be able to play as, because they have the playable boss characters who are going to come as DLC. So who was your favorite boss character? Like, now that you've actually gotten to fight them.
I like the mole boss.
Mole boss.
Yes.
Sounds
what
like
are
a
the playable ones? Do we know?
Yes, but I would have to pull that up.
Can you pull that up?
A fun fact from the Gigamaster, UN Squadron and Shovel Knight both have music by the same composer.
No way!
Mind blown.
Synergy!
I just wanted to make sure I said the name right. The composer is Manami Matsumae. Bob Jones 1980 says, has Tom already beat the game and New Game Plus?
I have not beaten New Game Plus. I don't know if I'm going to have time to, unfortunately. I played through the first half, and then I had to do other stuff.
There we go. And Gigamaster comes through. The playable boss characters will be Plague Knight, Spectre Knight, and the King Knight. Those were voted on by the community.
King Knight's my favorite name, by far. For obvious reasons. I like dumb jokes a lot. Plague Knight's going to be really fun. Plague Knight's he's got throwing explodey bomby things, which will be very different than not having that. So I just picked up the invincibility. Oh, darn it. So now I'm invincible for a couple seconds.
Oh, okay. I've watched you play a little bit earlier. I was wondering what that ability was.
Yeah. I don't use this as much as you think I would. I usually don't think about it because it sounds like cheating. What are you doing?
I was looking. So the screen where you hot swap items, so you can just like push the button.
You can just push it, yeah. Okay. Which I'm not in the habit of just because I've played so much off TV. So
I'm not just like staring at your crotch because I don't know if they
just taking a good long look at my crotch.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Oh god.
That area down there.
Look at how easy it is. We're still unsure.
Oh, weird. Interesting. So Necrotron says Tom hated how DuckTales played, but he likes this. You hated DuckTales?
The new DuckTales stinks. The old DuckTales was good.
The new DuckTales was pretty much.
It's not.
The old DuckTales with a new graphical skin.
It did not. It was not. It felt different. It's so hard to get the controls right because there's so many NES games that don't feel good, even though they're not like drastically different than like Castlevania.
I completely disagree.
I really,
thought DuckTales was a lot of fun.
I was super disappointed. The game I liked, the remake I liked a lot last year. Can I actually go back and get that? Let me try to go back and get this.
Get what?
I want to go up and get another secret because that's what I do. The remake I really liked last year was Castle Evolution, the Mickey Mouse remake. I thought that was a really good.
I don't know if I played that one.
I thought that was really good, but yeah, I was super disappointed by DuckTales. What am I gonna do? Not be disappointed by it?
Bob Jones 1980 says Tom no like change.
I like some change. Don't make me list change I like.
Regardless, this game does look like a lot of fun. I'm very happy that I kickstarted this. I don't feel like there's no game I think that I've kickstarted that actually has come to fruition. A couple things I kickstarted were canceled before they even started.
Really?
Yes.
That's sad.
There was like some there was always been some kind of controversy around the things which I've kickstarted and
What are you kickstarting?
I kickstart a lot of stuff.
What is this controversy?
There was some police shooting game which apparently
What? Where you literally shoot police?
No, it's like you play as police and you shoot people. I'm sure other people have heard of it. And that game was canceled before they even got started. There was no chance they were even going to make that game.
Why did you kickstart that game?
I might not have kickstarted it actually, but I might have thought I think I set a reminder and I was going to. But I did kickstart Hero Quest, which was a board game that a lot of people kickstarted and which apparently they didn't have the rights to make. And so that was canceled. But I kickstarted Broken Age, the Double Fine
of course you
adventure
did that.
game.
Did you do both of their games?
I do all of their games.
What is their other game called?
Hack Slash? Slash and Hack? Oh, and they did, what was that other game?
You kickstarted it, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not good with titles. It's like actors and titles. Lionheart 1188 says, kind of reminds me of Wonder Boy and Monster World.
Ooh, that's a good game.
Tom likes incremental change that he himself controls unless it's on Vita. Oh, Massive Chalice! Yes. Thank you, Riki Guitarist.
This is the Grim Reaper.
So that I may take yours.
Yes, I'm gonna pause the
Why
game.
aren't you using the...
Because I have to look down in the middle of fighting the boss.
Which one is this?
Spectre.
Spectre.
I wonder if this one would have been possible to play as. Because in hindsight, it's the one that flies. Damn it, I'm doing really bad, and I have people looking at me.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how much it'll change the story and the world, because they're gonna implement their different play styles. It's not just like kind of Shovel Knight abilities with these boss characters. The way they've described it is you're gonna be able to have their abilities in the world, which sounds really cool.
Yeah, I feel like I almost have to re-review this game. Like that's a big change. When is this gonna happen? Is
I
this
don't
like
know.
tomorrow?
No, I'm sure this will be a little bit.
Joke saying it was tomorrow.
It's probably next week.
Is it next week though?
No, that was also a joke. I don't know if the Gigamaster can comment on when they plan on implementing that. But, yeah, they're listening. I'm sure it'll come before too long.
They know people want it. It's not like they're not it's not like they're slacking off or anything. Oh my god!
No, and it's cool that they delivered
I was doing really good because I got half of his health down when I had the one more thing because I was so bad in the beginning. But then, so here's what happens when you die, because this is the first time I've died, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
So like
also very Dark Souls.
Like Dark Souls, you lose some of your money, and then you go back and you collect it. But if you don't collect it, what do you think happens?
Now, this is all of your money, right?
No.
That's not all of your money.
No.
Oh.
That'd be a little much for someone who dies as much as I do in games. This is bad. Why do I keep doing bad at the beginning of this fight? We're gonna take an okay.
Cool. So as soon as Tom stops failing, we'll take an ad break.
If stop it.
No, you got this.
Yeah, you think, but he is the Grim Reaper.
In knight form.
Oh my god. I didn't even jump over his dumb thing.
Can you bounce on it?
I don't know, I thought I tried that, but I might have done proper. Darn it, I thought he was going to stop. I really don't want to lose again.
Try not to.
That's my best.
Distract you.
That's my best way to kill him is when he does the thing where he makes it easy to kill him. Oh no, he does that at the end of every fight.
He turns the lights off.
Oh my god, I was getting too cocky, and now I'm getting owned.
Scrollback says, you're doing bad and you should feel bad.
What? You said that. You said that. That is totally a Justin thing to say.
For some reason, Sword Dark 90 says, I don't know why, but this game reminds me of Dark Souls. I don't see it. Alright, so the Gigamaster, responding to the playable Knight character, says they will be free DLC updates, which we mentioned, and they'll be happening throughout the year as fast as they can put them out.
So it's going to be one at a time then? It's not going to be like, here's all three of them?
Yeah, it sounds like, well, this sounds like a pretty substantial update
It sounds like a pretty substantial update. What am I supposed to do? I don't know.
So you're just going to have to review this like 5 more times.
there's a chance I'll wait until they're all done and like try to re-review it, because it's like I really want to, because that sounds like a pretty, well, I want to reward developers for being awesome, like that's kind of one of my things, and punish them for being lame. So if this added microtransactions, I'd also want to re-review the game and say they destroyed everything that I love about life.
But the fact that they're bringing this thing that we kickstarted and we're like, this is something that the fans want, these were part of the stretch goals as free updates, is pretty awesome.
I am so
Wow.
bad, and Benito is getting so angry with me. I'm sorry, everybody, I'm sorry. Especially the developers who are like, wow, we made this boss as a pushover. So even people who are doing a live stream would be able to beat him without any kind of a problem.
And the Gigmaster says, confirming what we said, probably one at a time for the DLC updates coming out, and also the battle mode and gender swap mode, which we mentioned earlier.
Yes.
And gender swap mode is also probably going to change the game quite a bit, because, you know, they have to redo some of the cutscenes.
Well,
it's going to change the story.
Adding a female playable character is going to be twice as expensive, so it's going to double. It's going to double the cost of development.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's probably, yeah,
I think they're going to bump the price up to $30.
once the girl's in there.
Yeah, because that's. So I mean, if you're getting on the ground floor, like you're saving a lot of money, because that's expensive to do. That's why they had to bump the price up of Rainbow Six, because they added a male hostage. What? What?
Scrollback says, I was going to buy this game, but then I saw Tom play it, and now I don't want to, ?
I'm doing bad, but I'm not doing that bad. You should still, I mean, you know, before my review comes out, whatever. Everybody should just buy this game, because this is a game that I really enjoy, and I also want more games like this.
So referring to the cost of putting a female character in a game, the Gigmaster responded, and of course says, the cost is extraordinary. But it's still going to be a free update.
You realize I'm going to die a fourth time? Do you want to do this?
How are you so? I don't know how to play.
It isn't even hard. You don't know how to play, and it's not even hard. I'm so distracted.
Do you want to take the chat for a little
This
bit?
is what happens when
Maybe-
when I'm under pressure. Is then I do worse and worse and worse.
What are the buttons?
You're not gonna beat him. God damn it.
Is that it? Is it just down and that's how you attack?
Well, down is how you do your down attack.
How do you
There's also-
use the magic?
You hold up and Y. It's Castlevania style.
This seems like a bad idea.
You're gonna beat him and make it and be really embarrassing for me.
Oh no, I'm not.
I know. This isn't even hard. This is like, you know, it's not like it's a push. It's not a cakewalk this boss, but it's not hard.
Oh, there we go. Wrong button. Ow, you jerk.
Yeah. I shouldn't have handed it over. That was just dumb of me.
Oh, you can't.
You haven't even played the game before.
Well, I keep expecting to be able to, what's the word? Duck.
Oh, there's no ducking.
I thought there was a duck. Not like a swan duck. What's the matter?
Sword Arc 90. There's new
died.
armor. There's like 6. We're gonna take
All
a
right.
break. I'm gonna keep playing this during the break, but we're gonna take a commercial break where we advertise for something.
For things that you should probably buy because they're awesome.
So stay tuned, and we will be back after the break. I didn't realize how fast that was gonna be.
Right in the middle of a battle, an epic, heated. We're winning this time though. Tom is winning. Now I was looking at his costume and he has really big horns. I'm gonna try and distract you and make you lose again. He has really big horns, which you would think would be a disadvantage as a knight.
Why?
It's something for people to grab onto.
Is this
Do you-
like your superheroes to not use capes
Yeah.
rant again?
I don't think knights should have horns on their helmets.
But it's intimidating. Have you not thought of the intimidation factor?
Are you intimidated? Are you intimidated more when you see horns or if someone has like a dome and they look aggressive?
Or you're gonna talk about like the Hound?
Yeah, like the Hound. It's pretty scary. So going back to my very, very unsuccessful playthrough, the Gigamaster says there is a teeny tiny duck that doesn't dodge at all. It's more for dancing.
I never noticed that. Look, you can duck. God damn it! Am I gonna watch me choke? Come
It's
over on this side.
For dancing. Oh, come on, Tom.
If I-
He's down to like one hit. You only have to hit him
He's
once.
literally down to one hit.
Oh, you knocked his cape off with your shovel.
He's
He's a robot. Is everyone a robot? Are you a robot?
Am I a robot?
Yeah.
Tom McShea?
No, Shovel Knight. Is he a robot?
Do
Is
you
that a
wanna
spoiler?
do you want to know the answer?
Is that a spoiler? Whoa.
I'm not gonna answer that one way or the other.
So this is Mega Man.
I'm gonna let everybody go in.
As this note, I didn't know the bosses were robots at least.
I'm not saying they're robots.
Is Dr. Light in this game?
I didn't say there's Dr. Light. I'm gonna put out the fire.
Plot twist. Yeah. Someone says, shame we can't have ads pop up without breaks, but don't worry, we do nothing else in the meantime. We sat in silence, much like we do in real life, Tom and I.
Here's the thing that's fun.
The game or us?
This
oh,
thing.
Oh, he's so cute. It's a big thing. It's a fish. Hi, fish. How's it going? The Troupple King. I sent a Troupple chalice. Can fill it with where is he gonna fill this magical ichor from?
That's pronounced ichor.
I would say ichor. Ichor. Choose your ichor wisely.
I'll take the one that there's treasure, there's invincibility.
Do you get to see him fill it up? Or does he like take it off underwater and just like do his fish thing? A new initiate joins us. Oh no. That's very cute. Now he's filling up that chalice right now.
Yeah, he's filling it up.
That's why you have that water there. That's basically a sensor bar. Whoa, whoa! I don't think we could show that part.
Stop it. Stop covering it. Look how great this is.
This makes me think of those dancing moments from like Final Fantasy VI. And you just like talk to the character, and then they start dancing.
I've never played Final Fantasy VI. I hear it's one of the best Vita games. I should play that.
I don't even know if it's on Vita.
It is on Vita. The first 9.
Play it on GBA.
The
Game Boy
first 9
Advance.
Final Fantasy. The first 10.
Whoa, whoa! See, that's
first 10.
I filled up the ichor face.
There he goes. You did it.
I didn't quite see where that came from though.
Came from his mouth.
Oh, really?
The first 10 Final Fantasies are on the Vita.
Like the good ones?
1 through 10-2 are on the Vita.
Yeah, but the good version, there's not
There's
all of them,
there's multiple versions.
not all of them are created equal.
Now I'm gonna get my music sheets.
Trouble King.
And then I'm gonna get more health.
Someone else called him an apple whale. A
Apple
chili
whale?
fish. Is this thing a fish plant thing? And also people were talking about helmets. Somebody made by my logic, that samurais should not have huge adornments on their helmets, says Decaying Daylight. Of course, they should not, but it gets in the way. It's something you can grab. But they have a big sword, which helps keep it away. He just has a shovel. I think I'd still be willing to reach in there with the shovel.
You get a feat for bouncing on that hoop for 5 seconds.
Were you able to do it?
I don't think I actually have.
So,
So like Super Mario Bros. 3, there's like those like
the Koopa brothers. That you-
Yeah, it's like a Koopa brother kind of.
Oh, they're bigger. Oh yeah, we saw dragons. We saw a big dragon already. I'm really digging this music.
Yeah,
I've
it is really good.
I'm pretty sure I got the soundtrack, but I'll have to make sure. If I didn't, I would buy this as a separate thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
I tried to do the thing on his head, but he moved out of the way because he was like, he's gonna do that thing on my head. So you can see I still do have 837 golds.
Oh, okay. So you don't.
You don't lose everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as punitive as Dark Souls.
But you don't have lives. Like that is what they
You
do.
do
in
not
place
have
of
lives in this game, and which is good because I consider lives an outdated gaming convention that doesn't really need to exist.
I agree.
Nintendo needs to agree because that was like the one problem with Super Mario Galaxy 2.
You mean you don't like playing through a game and just collecting 999 lives for no reason?
It just doesn't make any logical sense anymore. It's like we don't have quarters. We don't need to do this stuff anymore. And I'm sure there are some exceptions to it, and someone can find 1 or 2 games that it makes sense, but by and large it does not make sense. And this game does not have that.
So Scrollback says most of these indies have amazing soundtracks, and I think Risk of Rain has one of the best I've ever heard.
Risk of Rain soundtrack is amazing. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I have heard of that.
Okay. Heard Have you played the game?
I've not played it
It
though.
doesn't really seem like a Justin game.
Why is that?
I don't know, it's a roguelike. I don't really see you playing many roguelikes, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a big fan of roguelikes. I played Don't Starve.
You know a game that's going to come out on? What system is it going to come out on? The
Vita.
Brain?
Vita.
Amazing on the Vita.
Yeah, that sounds like the platform that I probably won't play it on. As much as I love PlayStation Plus and the games that I get on my PS3, I don't care about Vita that much.
Yeah, you're weird. You're one of the few.
I have a Vita. I'll play some more games on it, but
Right now I'm playing Danganronpa 2, which is as good as Danganronpa 1.
Danganronpa.
Oh, here's the thing.
Oh, you're gonna go fishing. How do you know to go fishing here?
Because there's sparkles.
Oh. What are you gonna catch?
Fish.
So it's just gold? It's like automatic gold?
There's 2 different types of fish. We'll see if we find the other one. If not, you will find it when you play the game.
Oh, so you can only fish that one. You can only fish while there are sparkles.
This is my favorite enemy by far in the entire game, and there's not even close. Because look at them. They're like so nonplussed by being on this rope and being dragged around. They're not even moving.
Yeah, they're not really enemies. They're just like...
Look what happens when they attack you. Let me see if they're gonna... I'm gonna make some suspense. This is how they attack you. I love this enemy. This is my favorite enemy. They don't do anything. They never do anything. They're literally just dumb rodents like that some scientist stapled or strapped onto the...
I don't think he wants to be there.
I know, I love it.
They're more just like, oh god, why?
But they're so accepting of their fate, their terrible fate of having to like drift into this barbaric shovel knighter.
I think they're just they're seeing where life takes them. They were just strapped into here. It's like, where am I gonna go today? Hey, there's a dude. Maybe he'll take me home. And they don't realize that those blades are also super deadly.
They crack me up. They're in like a couple levels, and they're the best. They're always the best.
I like how people just leave piles of trash that are filled with jewels. Oh, you can,
yeah.
You can bounce things back?
Yeah, I did that against the first boss, the Black Knight, a couple times. You get a feat for doing it a certain number of times.
Oh, Sword Dark 90 says, can you customize your character? I don't. So the weapons and armor that you get allow you to change your appearance, but
yeah,
not really.
there's. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, yes, you can, but you can't. You won't actually see here. But there's like 6 or 8 different armors you can buy. But you will see none in this because it's like at the halfway point in the game. I'm not gonna get that far. Until I killed that guy.
Intern Max says, are there goldfish, Tom?
Are there goldfish?
Are there goldfish? Those are specifically 2 words. I don't think he means goldfish. He means golden fish.
Isn't that what we already caught?
It looks pretty golden. Are there goldfish? Are there like crackers?
I like crackers.
I like goldfish crackers.
Whatever. I don't care if I'm too old for the demographic of goldfish. I like them.
So Sword Dark 90 says, I love watching Tom play games.
Weird.
He's a liar.
You can like it. Who knows? Look at this. Chandeliers.
Christopher Robin says that everyone knows or shovels deflect magic, Justin.
Christopher Robin?
The Christopher Robin.
That's pretty cool.
It's nice that he joined us.
I know. Oh, this is a fun one.
Whoa, is that oh, it's a indent you put yourself into. Funny.
Very nice, huh? And then I go like this, and I pray that I have enough money.
Whoa, it's a Chester.
I totally found something in this chest, and I'm going to charge you for it. Oh, good.
What a jerk.
This is like kind of the standard weapon.
Oh, yeah, it gives you a little bit of a ranged attack.
Yeah, fireball.
So is this the King Knight stage? It looks kingly.
This is the King Knight stage. It's the best name.
King
It's
Knight.
so great.
Have I missed any questions? No, I don't think so.
Oof,
If I missed your question, it's not on purpose. It's because I'm bad at using
the internet.
The computers. I do almost all of my writing here at GameSpot on pencil and paper, and I have someone transcribe it and put it onto the internet for me.
That's why we have interns.
True story. Without interns, I would be useless to this website.
You wouldn't publish anything.
I really don't even read websites. I don't know how they work. I have other people read websites to me as well. This is a rare exception that I make, but I have the intern just kind of read everything that he sees on the internet out loud to me. I find that very helpful.
I can't believe that I destroyed the wrong block. Like a dumb idiot. Whatever. Whatever.
So what, are you just stuck now?
No, that's
Okay.
that's the secret way. Not really a secret, but it's the alternate way.
But so you can't go that way at all now. You totally.
Yeah, because the enemies reappear, but the stuff you destroy does not reappear. Because you need to be punished for your stupidity. That was bad. I admit that it was bad. Here's the griffin, who is just a kitty. Aw. Wow.
SwordArk90 says this game looks hard. Intern Max said that guy had been sitting in the chest for weeks waiting for someone to open it.
Yeah, he had. Are you calling him Intern Max?
That's what his intern Max?
Wait, is that Max Holborn or not?
I would assume that's Max Holberg.
He's not an intern.
I don't know why his.
He's a contractor.
We'll ask him later why his username is Intern Max.
And he's a big part of the reason why I was able to get all 3 stars in Mario Kart. Oh, darn it. I timed that so poorly. Another secret up top there, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Stop judging me.
Intern Max said, I was never an editorial intern.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Do we have an editorial intern right now? Maybe he means he was a coffee intern.
It might have been a coffee intern. We need that.
People that only get coffee and sandwiches. Those interns exist.
Not a GameSpot.
No, I don't think they really exist anywhere. Maybe like at really places where people make a lot of like ridiculous amounts of money and they just sit around in suits and.
Did you not see The Devil Wears Prada?
No.
Oh, good movie.
What was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
The Devil Wears.
What? No, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, I
The
didn't.
Devil
see
of
that.
Wall Street.
I didn't see The Wolf of Wall Street.
That's the kind of place where I imagine you'd have the intern who just goes and gets coffee and sandwiches for people. That's the life. Having
pretty
other people
good.
get sausages for you, coffee.
Sausages?
See?
I would
Corn
be
dogs?
so excited to get sausages.
Man, you were spoiling all of the secrets. I'm going to be able to get all of the music notes when I play this game now. I've seen Into the Heart of Darkness.
I don't know how to play without playing like that, though.
Ricky Guitar says he's hiring a burrito intern. That's thinking.
It is thinking, I'll give you that. I'm sure the developers are always annoyed that I keep switching by pausing the game, but whatever. That's how I roll.
Wait, stay thy fork night, I bring gifts from the Troupple King.
Yeah, so the other fish you carry
But you
is
can't
one
carry
who-
anymore.
Yeah.
How many gifts can you, why do you?
Because I think there's only 2, as far as I know, there are 2 chalices in the game that give you those potions.
Oh, okay.
I only have 1.
Oh,
'cause-
so they're like bottles.
Yes. Oh my god. I don't think
I like
I've
how you
ever
just died.
I don't think I've ever died there. Yeah, so if you play this on New Game Plus, I think you get 2 checkpoints. So that is the biggest difference between New Game Plus and New Game.
This music is so good. I'm really enjoying it.
Pretty good. You know, a game I'm super pumped for the music. This is a weird thing to say. I mean, the one I was most pumped for is Transistor, because I loved the music in Bastion.
Yeah,
But
that would not be a weird thing to say.
no, but just like talking about like not this game I'm excited about, but the music.
Yeah.
The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. The original Binding of Isaac, it was Danny, I think it was a B, who did Meat Boy. He's one of the best around. But they have an all new soundtrack, and Ed McMillan, who made Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac, says it's even better. So I'm really excited for that one. Also, that's another game I'm just curious for. Vita.
The Christopher Robin said, and I was trying to place this as well, that those books look like the old school Windows logo.
Really?
Yeah, I
don't think I
I
ever
noticed
would have
that as
noticed that.
the art style to be
The thing that's amazing about this game, so like, there's a retro movement, right? A lot of retro games, and then there's a lot of games that are.
King Knight. That interloper is in our midst.
I
Be
know.
gone from our throne room, knave.
I love it. Isn't it Knave and Knight?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know much about stuff.
Maybe I think it's like a, peasant type thing. Knave. It doesn't sound very knightly, but otherwise we call him knight. Dave.
So there's a ton of retro games, and I think a lot of them are in the category of like Spelunky or what was the game I was just playing? Super Time Force, where it's like, you know, there's a lot of old school sensibility, but it is a new game. Like there's nothing like Spelunky in the 90s. Like, it just didn't exist, right? This game is completely old, and it's like, and what's so interesting is like, because it's really good. Like, this kind of game design has not aged at all. You can actually still release a game that would have been released in '92, and it's still super fun.
I mean, yeah, technically, I think you could have released it on that hardware, but part of it is that we've learned so much, both as developers and as an audience, of the types of gameplay that you can integrate into systems like this, and...
Well, but I'm saying, like, from a design perspective, this really does feel like a game that could have been 20 years ago.
Yeah, if someone had this idea...
That's not an insult at all. It's kind of just like a praise of, like, I can't believe how good it was back then, and how it's like, because there's a lot of game design that's been popularized recently where I'd say, I don't know if this is going to be good in 20 years. There's a lot of Ubisoft open world mechanics that I don't think will be around in 20 years. And that it's like old games are just really good. Do you want me to not catch her? Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
I'm gonna see what happens if I don't catch her. And this is gonna kill me. But I don't want to do this. But either
So
way,
cute.
like,
I love the rats. Or what? No, they can't be rats.
they're ferrets.
Ferrets. Do ferrets have tails like that? They're very long. They're very ratty tails. Oh no! Ah! Wow.
There's nothing.
What a
happening?
jerk. You let her die.
I literally just watched. That's terrible. I can't believe you made me do that. But yeah, I kind of really respect, like, having just faith that, like, this old style is still good, and not having that, even though I love these games with wrinkles, Super Time Force and Spelunky, like, I kind of just like seeing something that really stays true to what the old games were. That's like my biggest takeaway from this game, actually.
Oh, I mean, there was also...
That's amazing.
Turkeys and apples can restore your life. I just found this out, so I'm telling everyone.
That is so great. I don't know if I saw that comment the first time. So here's the musical sheets, and he gives me... How much did he give me? 150? I don't know. How much money I have. Oh, we totally can buy more health. I have 2 health tickets.
Yeah. Ite says, make a campfire, get jewels, note to self. It was funny how you just made a campfire, and then afterwards you dug it up and there was money in it. It's like real life. When you go camping, and then after you put out your fire, it's full of jewels. Why don't you get the magic on the right-hand side? Why do you ignore her?
I only have 381.
What does she give you? Oh, she gives you more magic. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, a little bit. That just right there.
Whoa! Oh, that's much harder than I thought.
I know. It shouldn't be as hard as it is, but I just could not get it.
Well, then that's where you get an achievement for it.
You get a feat.
A feat.
Look at it's a 4 scrolling stage, which I totally like 4 scrolling stages.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really do.
When they're done well. 4 scrolling stages can feel unfair at times.
I don't want an entire game of this, but I generally love it as a palate cleanser.
A palate cleanser.
Yes.
In between the other stages.
Yeah. I would use that pretentious French word for palate cleanser. I can't remember. Like petit déjeuner or whatever those. You know what I'm talking about.
Right now we're playing on the Wii U version for anyone that might be just joining us.
And as far as I can tell, it's identical across the board as far as like the raw gameplay. And I don't use 3D because my eyes don't like 3D. But Peter Brown, who's been playing it on the 3DS, he really loves the 3D effect. I mean, if that's one of those things that matters to you, like that's another reason I think you should get the portable version.
Yeah, I'd be curious on how they implement 3D because it doesn't seem like they're really putting it in your face.
There's parallax scrolling.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a developer.
Man,
Parallax.
That's been around forever. That's just like when the background scrolls differently from the foreground. Which was not an NES thing, if I'm not mistaken, but it was on the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
This is why this game is a 10-bit game.
this. This would not have, like, as much as it kind of seems like it would not have been possible on the original NES.
I know, it's weird. Well, there's just too many colors. Like, it's just, there's a lot going on, even if it's like, you know, oh, this doesn't look as good as Titanfall, so it doesn't, but there's a lot going on in this game. So.
Yeah, but it doesn't look as good as Titanfall, so.
I know. Well, I know. It's just, you know.
That's a really weird comparison to jump to.
Well, there's a lot of people who kind of seem to hate on this kind of stuff.
Because it doesn't look like Titan. I don't think
It
anyone
doesn't
goes.
look like whatever the modern games are. It's like, oh, it's just an indie game. It just looks like this. And it's like, man, this is doing a lot of cool stuff. I don't know. I'm such an indie apologist, but I just think they make the best games right now.
It's an interesting choice that they did go with this kind of 12-bit style instead of a full 16-bit, though.
Yes, I wonder if the developer can speak to why they did that instead of NES. Because, well, let's be honest, NES doesn't look as good as this.
Yeah, but why not go with even, like, why not go even
Super
further?
Nintendo?
Yeah. Like, maybe it's just, like, that would have taken longer to put in that much more detail, and this looks good the way it is.
I mean, as Mary Cash, she's like, she's our video editor, but she's also really in the indie scene because her boyfriend makes indie games like Gus Force. Like, a lot of the reason why these games don't look, you know, incredible necessarily is just, I mean, it's expensive and it's time consuming to do that, so they focus on other elements. I mean, if they chose, like, we don't want to go full 16-bit, because it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Plus, this game feels like an NES game, so
yeah,
going with the slightly better looking version of an NES game makes sense to me, logically.
Yeah, it is basically 2 buttons, right?
Yes. Though there's a chance, in the options you can change how to throw something, because right now it's up Y. You might be able to change it to a 3rd button.
Up and attack, or button?
So there might be a button? Yeah, so I can put it onto a shoulder button if I want.
Okay.
So you can make this 3 buttons if you want. But that'd be weird.
So the Gigamaster, the developer in the chat room, linked to a Gama Sutra article, but he also says, in essence, we found some limitations of the NES impeded on the gameplay, and we wanted the feel of that NES more than following the restrictions.
Nice.
So, like you said, like keeping this in that NES style, but not making themselves feel limited by like the palette, and probably some of the other things that you could only do on Super Nintendo.
Yes, I think that's smart, and it's also smart not to be like the Genesis, which was kind of a crap system.
I never owned a Genesis growing up.
Really?
I was a Super Nintendo kid.
I had a Genesis and Super Nintendo for Christmas one year, and one of them came with Mario, and the other one came with Sonic and Toe Jam and Earl. So I kept the Genesis, and then 8 months later, I traded my Genesis in for Super Nintendo.
How old was I when the Super Nintendo came out?
For me, this was the summer of this was 91, so I was 10 years old. It was Christmas 91. There's a secret up and to the right.
Spoilers.
I'm just gonna do this, and then you can't even touch it, because I'm invisible.
Now Scrollback says, oh, this is coming out tomorrow. Well, here's another copy sold for me.
Oh,
And yeah,
nice.
That's one of the reasons that we're doing the stream today, is because you're going to be able to play this game tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen such great word of mouth and so many, like, it seems like this is a game that's gonna do well, and that excites me, because this is a game I want people to play. It's really, yeah, it's the same with, like, 1001 Spikes has just gotten a lot of people talking and stuff, and I like when these really good games are being noticed. I've never died there before, ever.
In that specific spot.
In that specific spot.
Yep.
I've died many other places.
Fighting plague rat. Whoa, they explode.
I know, it's like Ebola, they're Ebola rats. I'm not gonna go out to get the secret I didn't get the last time. See? It's for the best that I died.
Oh, cool. It doesn't kill you when it brings you to the top of the stage.
I didn't know it was gonna happen.
Just testing it out.
Testing it out. Oh, we can wrap it when we want. Are we gonna wrap it like after this level, or are we gonna wrap it right now? After the level? We're gonna wrap up the show after the level, unfortunately. I just want to keep playing this. Maybe I'll go back to my desk and keep playing it. You know.
And I would guess this is the plague boss, because
It is totally the plague boss.
plaguey things, and this is one of the characters that they're gonna add as free DLC down the line that you'll get to play as.
I think this is the level that also has a mini boss. So this might be a good level to end on anyway. It's got some cool stuff in it.
Well, who uses beakers that large? Are there giants here?
No comment.
Is this a stage for giants? Are you an ant? That really didn't work. I was trying to go for a Zoolander, and I was like, no, that...
Oh my god, that was a tough reference you were just doing.
Was this a stage for ants? You know?
No, because it was a school for ants, I know.
I know, but...
I got it. I got the reference.
I get it. I get it. Can you go on top of the spikes?
Oh, this is not Spelunky. You cannot walk through the spike.
No, like through the top of the stage, like Mario.
Oh, like Mario? That's what you're talking about? I don't know.
Those are like Freaky Totoro. Like from My Neighbor Totoro.
I've heard of it.
So uncultured, Tom.
I know it. I only really like the one Miyazaki.
Yes.
I only really like the one of his movies.
Which one?
I bet you can guess in one guess.
Spirited Away.
The one that everybody seems to like. Yeah, Spirited Away. I really like Spirited Away.
I don't know anyone who doesn't like My Neighbor Totoro or Princess Mononoke.
I've seen Princess Mononoke twice. I'm not a huge fan. That was why I saw it a second time, because I was like, am I really not a huge fan? And it's like, yeah, I guess I'm not.
Like, I can see Ponyo. It's kind of a...
But then I still like want to see like Howl's Moving Castle. Like I still want to see his movies, even though I don't generally love them. Whatever.
Cool. Bob Jones 1980 says, will next Yacht Club game be a sequel or a different game? Of course, we can't speak to that. That's up to the Gigamaster, but he says, we'd love to make a sequel, and we'd love to make something crazy different next. It's up in the air. So the answer to that is yes.
I'd be down for either of those.
Or both.
Well, obviously both.
Well, we're going to get a lot of DLC, so...
So here's a guy. This is a mini boss.
Oh, okay, this is not the...
This is not the guy you get to play as. But how cool would that be?
That is pretty... Yeah, and just go like barreling through the stage. He just has unlimited health. Or his health is not reflected in the top
Yeah,
right.
because that's the boss's health. He's not a boss. He's a mini boss.
It can still be the mini-boss's health. I don't think there's a law against that.
There is. There is a law against that.
Bob Jones 1980 says, just keep playing, Tom. Don't let them stop you.
Yeah, they can't stop me. Our producer just said, I can totally stop you, which is true. Which is very, very true. Well, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Stopping me from playing is a little tougher.
And people
Stopping from streaming, that's pretty easy.
Yeah. People talked a
You
little
have
bit
to
about...
physically restrain me.
Yeah, we can also just unplug the system. Like,
Physically restrain
See,
me.
if I unplug the Wii U pad, you only have like 10 more minutes of gameplay.
That battery life is not good on the Wii U pad. But it's still like an hour or something, isn't it?
No, it's several hours. I'm being a jerk. Some people were talking about one of our Miyazaki films in the chat, and because they have better taste than you.
They're cultured.
Castle in the Sky. Ricky Guitar says Castle in the Sky is the best. Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind is really, really good. Bob Jones 1980 says Kiki's Delivery Service. The Christopher Robin says, Tom, does the difficulty rise at a consistent clip?
Oh yeah, it certainly doesn't jump. I mean, you can see just this. I mean, this level is definitely harder than the last one. But yeah, it never gets unfair or too taxing, especially because you can upgrade yourself. Oh god, that guy was a jerk. That guy's gonna go above. I didn't go above that time. I don't know what I'm fighting here. I guess it's like Plague Knights?
Like, could be Plague Knight, they could be...
Bacteria Knights?
Yeah, maybe they took like a culture of your DNA and have cloned themselves, but in an evil, plaguey sort of way.
Something like that.
I don't think you should touch them. You want to make sure that you only touch them with a shovel. Oh wow, yeah, they dig through stuff.
I know. This is scary.
That's even cooler than like Shadow Knights.
I totally just switched my item by looking at my controller.
Seems like this is where the boss comes out. Out fishing. I totally missed that. I think I would forget to look for the fishing spots.
That is one thing that the PC and Wii U versions are going to be better at, because it's a little tougher to see on the 3DS, obviously. Especially for someone like you who's not paying attention.
I would probably pay attention more if I was playing.
There's no way I'm going to beat Plague Knight.
Ricky Guitars said those other Shovel Knights were Ecto Cooler Shovel Knights. Kool-Aid Jammer Shovel Knights.
I was so excited that you had Ecto Cooler growing up, right?
Yeah.
They don't make
Yes,
Ecto
sir.
Cooler anymore.
Yes.
But there's like I don't know if they still make. Do they still make Fruitopia?
I don't know what
Is that
that
still a
is.
thing? Well, Fruitopia was another sugared water drink. We sold it at my movie theater, and I worked in a movie theater, and I found out that the green one was Ecto Cooler, and it was a very, very happy day. Because it was the same company, because High C was made by Coke. Fruitopia was made by Coke. It was literally the same. It was identical. It was such a good day. That was that. I had like half health starting that, so I don't feel super bad about losing. I don't feel super bad. You can't make me feel super bad. Also, I think he's a pretty cool character, and he's kind of tough.
It seems pretty tough.
I know, but he's gonna be fun to play as. He's just a crazy dude who's got magic and bombs.
And he has that old school plague mask that they thought would help protect him.
Yeah, just because it takes longer to get there doesn't mean you're gonna be protected by it. Today Thursday. Can we make today Thursday?
Today is not Thursday.
Then people will be able to play Shovel Knight, and I'd be on vacation. It'd be a good day for everybody.
Oh, because this is so hard, having to sit in this room and play a video game.
I know. It's tough.
You know, I come back at the end of the day and I'm just worn out from playing games.
I actually went home and played games yesterday.
Uh,
Which I don't usually do during the week.
Whoa, that's a lot of juice. I really like how the background flashes it now. That's really cool.
Yeah, that might have been possible in the NES, but
Yeah, I feel like I've seen that on an NES game. But I'm sure it's much easier now.
oh, why are you everyone's jerk friend?
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
Tom.
God.
Oh my god, Tom. You only have 2 hits. You have to hit him like 3 more times. You're down to 1 life thing. And so is he.
This is the best thing that's ever.
Oh my god!
No! The producers in the back are all ecstatic that they have to keep doing this live stream because I can't beat the boss.
See, because unlike them, or unlike us, they're doing work. Like this is, they actually have to push buttons and do
You
work
have no
things.
idea what they're doing.
I have no idea. I couldn't do their job.
I know.
My
I
job
did-
this is my job. is
I
sitting-
did take TV production in freshman year in high school, and I learned how to switch camera, and I wasn't very good at it.
Because you have to like slide the lever, and they were
Oh
like,
my God.
Tom, slide the lever, and you're
I
like,
definitely like the star wipe. Like wipes are the best.
I don't think they use those anymore.
That's because I don't do stuff anymore.
If you were running GameSpot
Well, like,
TV,
how are we gonna take stuff seriously if there's no star wipes?
I think most people would feel the opposite.
Huh. Go on.
Is the stage harder? Whoa, you won
Yeah,
much more quickly.
I destroyed him that time. I love my evil balls. Those green. Those are my favorite things to use.
They do not seem like the weapon of a hero.
They're super fun. They bounce around. They do multiple damage if you get the guy in the corner. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up on this screen because this is a really nice screen. That's it. That's Shovel Knight.
That's a good place to go out on the fire.
It comes
Just
out
going to
tomorrow
sleep.
on the Wii U, on the 3DS, on
And
the
on
personal
PC.
computer. I think you should buy it.
And there's going to be some awesome DLC coming out throughout the rest of the year,
Free
completely
DLC.
free, where you get to play as new characters.
Yeah. So yeah, really cool game. Thank you to Yacht Games.
Yeah, Yacht Club Games.
Yacht Club Games for making it.
And for
being
joining us in the chat and
being in
talking about the game.
So awesome. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, and stay tuned to GameSpot.
Yes.